Katsotaan.
Priority message, USS Canali to USS Cheyenne. We are under attack by Borg forces. Repeat, Borg forces. We intercepted 2 Borg vessels heading on a direct course for Sector 001. Subspace signal is too weak. Unable to warn Starfleet Command. If you can read us, do not, repeat, do not send help. We are last. Warn Starfleet. The Borg have returned. Repeat, the Borg have returned.
Ja sijoittuu uuteen sukupolveen niin kakkos- ja kolmoskausien väliin. Ja tää on remasteroitu versio, eli tässä on nämä videot on käsitelty uusiksi. FMV-versiot oli aika karuja.
0730 means 0730, cadet. Sit down. First, the captain wanted me to convey his regrets for not being here himself. As I'm sure you've heard, Starfleet is amassing an armada in Sector 001 to defend against the latest Borg incursion. We, or rather our ship, is on her way to join them. Starfleet has successfully defeated the Borg twice before, and we have every expectation of successfully stopping them now. However, given the probability of armed conflict, the captain has ordered that all non-essential personnel, including visiting Starfleet cadets, be transferred off the ship to a safer venue at the medical research facility on Marnus 3. Please have your gear packed and be at Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes. Dismissed. Cadet Furlong. A moment, please.
Se olen minä sitten.
The captain has denied your request to stay on board, Cadet. I'm sorry. The massacre 10 years ago at Wolf 359 was a great tragedy for the Federation. I was only 1 year out of the academy when it happened. A lot of my classmates died there. Now, each year I get older and they stay the same. I understand your need for justice. I'm sorry. Shuttle Bay 3 in 30 minutes.
Tähän itse asiassa uudessa Star Trek Picard-sarjassa palattiin tähän Wolf 357 taisteluun. 359 taisteluun. Edelleenkin. Ja siinä on isäpappa, joka kuoli.
Temper, young man. What would your father say? How old were you when your father was killed? 9, 10 years old? And you're still not over it? Perhaps I should introduce myself. I imagine you've heard of me, though, Q. It's short for Q. It was I, you know, who introduced Picard to the Borg, and it's because of me that 10 years ago the Borg came to Wolf 359 and found that fleet of ships and found your father and killed them all. At 0800 hours during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous, such a noble name, Righteous, was hit by an unknown Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. Vaporized. No trace. Nothing to bury, nothing to mourn. The Borg took it all away from you in an instant. I understand your desire for justice. They don't, though, do they? But I do. You want action. You want to avenge your father's death. You want to kill Borg. What's sentient, yet still barbaric bipedal hominid wouldn't. You can run away with the others like a scared trog, or you can come with me, cadet. The choice is yours.
Voidaan tehdä valinta. No valitaan nyt toi phaseri tosta.
Excellent choice, monsieur. Keep the phaser, you're going to need it. And take this too. Be
Näin-
careful now.
näin tää
Don't
peli
lose it.
siis toimii.
I only made one.
Time!
0758, sir.
Keep those phasers firing, and where are my photon torpedoes?
Armed and ready, Captain.
Have a look. They can't see you.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Initiating Delta attack, sir.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shields.
Shields are holding fine, but power is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn, they've adjusted their shields already.
Why is it always the difficult species that are the most adaptable? The Borg adapt their environment to suit their needs. True adaptability involves changing oneself to suit their environment. I'm so glad you cleared that up.
Recognize this place? You should. You keep a picture of it on your wall. The bridge of the USS Righteous. Your father's ship.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
This is him, isn't it? Well, I can see the family resemblance.
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Melbourne and Saratoga have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne. Recognize the names? Do you know where you are, cadet?
Captain!
Intruder alert.
Security, isolate the ops console now.
That's right, 10 years ago, Wolf 359.
Security!
Look at him. He's barely older than you are. He shouldn't be at security. But 4 hours ago, the real security officer, Lieutenant Sprint, was killed, and this first-year ensign had to take his place. And because of his inexperience, everybody on board, including your father, will be killed.
Kiva. Ei paineta.
The phases are useless. Just isolate the panel now. If Lieutenant Sprint were still alive, he might be able to save the ship. But he's been dead for 4 hours. No wonder they don't want him on the bridge.
Come on, can't you move faster?
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Thaddeus Quint. He actually tried to save Sprint's life, but as you can see, he failed, the old goat. Well, what'd you expect? He's a doctor, not a security officer. Still, if he had only had a little more creativity. But he didn't.
He's bypassed the security lockout.
Doctor, he's dead.
Shield mutation is shifting on its own. Shields are dropping.
Uh-oh! I need shields back up now.
Death in battle. If he were a Klingon, he'd be ecstatic.
Ooh, I like this guy.
Captain, there's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube.
Aika tyyniä sen,
Computer is
vaikka
uploading data
Borgi on
about
niiden
emergency
kommentoisella.
transporters.
Anyone near Jeffrey 6? We need manual power rerouted through the secondary couplings.
It's too late. The Borg cube is firing.
Evasive maneuvers.
So, now that you've seen your father die, are you ready to avenge his death? Or would you like to try something different? How about a chance to prevent his death? Lieutenant Sprint was killed 4 hours before the Righteous even got to Wolf 359. But if the good Dr. Quint had been able to save Sprint 4 hours before, then Sprint would have been able to save the Righteous, and you would have grown up in the loving company of your father, and all for the want of a horseshoe nail. What say we give the old goat a second chance to save Sprint's life? You're not afraid of a little space-time continuum meddling, are you, cadet?
Se on täysin kiellettyä.
No, I thought not. Shall we? This is Lieutenant Sprint. Do you think he knows he's gonna die? I don't think so. Don't bother saying hello. Just makes saying goodbye that much harder.
Time, Mr. Furlong.
Oh, 400 hours, sir.
Is the cube within sensor range yet?
Coming up now, Captain.
Match speed, stay with it.
Setting a pursuit course.
Shields up.
Intruder alert.
Sprint, look out!
Shall we dance?
Okei.
Come on,
Tästä tuli
Sprint, make a
tohtori.
choice.
Jos skanataan se. Tää on sen tää Star Trek.
Excuse me, am I mistaken? But isn't there a Borg on the bridge trying to control the ship? What are you gonna do? Scan it to death?
Oh no. Okei, väärä valinta. No ammutaan sitten sitä.
Quint
Drone
wasn't clever
Watcher.
enough to think of
Thanks for
good thing
following.
I am.
The Borg cube is pulling ahead. It's ignoring us completely.
Match speed, keep us within close range.
Remember, Sprint should have died right here. Everything you do in his place from this moment on changes history. Invigorating, isn't it? Meddling with fate.
Lieutenant, are you all right?
Sprint?
AI
It's an ox,
probably.
nothing
They were
scares him.
AI
hurts him, isn't that right,
upscaled the old,
There are
old
all
video.
kinds of pain, Lieutenant. Don't let the fact that you are Bajani prevent you from acknowledging the hurt.
Oh, please.
Captain, coded message coming in from Admiral Hansen. He's ordering us to proceed with all speed to
Yeah, it
rendezvous with
rocks,
the rest
and
of
you
the
can
fleet
play
at
it in the
359,
web
requesting us
browser.
not to engage the Borg. Until then,
Free.
maintain radio silence until contacted.
Helm laying a course for Wolf 359. Pull ahead of the Borg cube and then match speed.
Yeah.
Aye, sir.
Totally.
ETA at current speed, 4 hours, 5 minutes.
Good. We don't want them to get there before we do. And Targus, get that thing off my bridge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this looks incredible. Considering how bad video was before. Yeah, is it dead? Okay, it's not dead.
Security alert!
Shooter! Shooter!
Shooter. Okei, tehdään niinku Q sanoo. Let's make out.
If I told you to jump into a Signian vortex, would you do it? You're a sentient being of sorts. Try using this.
I'm a blow
You know,
away.
all this
I'm as well
space-time manipulation
blown
does
away.
take some effort on my part. It's not that easy.
She was blown
I'd
away.
appreciate it if you'd make a little effort too.
Captain, he's hailing the Borg cube.
Shields are falling. Borg cube is
He's
firing.
so funny.
Well, I hope we're learning something from our little mistakes.
Okay, he's shielded.
Got control of tactical!
Phasers are useless.
Captain, we're hailing the Borg ship. Shields are dropping.
Uh-oh. There's a tight beam transmission going directly to the Borg cube. Computers uploading data about emergency transport.
The Borg are firing! We're gonna die! And it's your fault.
He
I hope
likes
we're
this.
learning something from our little mistakes.
He likes this. Okay, let's shoot the bridge instead. Yeah, he loves to torture us.
Definitely dead this time.
Definitely
Then get
dead.
him definitely off my bridge this time. Mr. Sprint, reconfigure your security console so you can control Tactical B. Then meet me down at the computer core. I want to secure this ship in case the Borg try and board us again.
Good shooting.
How about quick thinking, Quint? Good work, Quint. Nobody ever gives me any credit for anything I do.
That's because we don't like you, Quint.
I think we can all save our hostility for the Borg, where it will be better placed, don't you?
Let me ask you something, Baraka. Do you just spout these platitudes, or are you deluded enough to actually believe in them?
Come on, Quint. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to change my mind. I still like you.
He's better sword or something.
What are you staring at? Oh, of course, your father. This must be strange for you, knowing he may be about to die, knowing this may be your only chance to talk to him, tell him all about yourself, about the years since he died. I wouldn't if I were you. When he looks at you, all he sees is Lieutenant Sprint. I don't think he'd understand.
Hey, Sprint. What, are you having one of your Bajani trances?
See?
Lieutenant Sprint, the console, please.
Okay. Yeah.
Sprint, I'm the one whose brain cells have been rewired, not you. Where's your mind? It's a good thing you only touched the delimiter.
Can we scan? No.
Hey, if you're just gonna stand there and do nothing, why not try learning something?
Scan. Okay, so I can...
Security console. reconfigurable bridge panel. Though bridge stations traditionally follow a set pattern, this pattern is neither required by Federation protocol, nor is it hard designed into the bridge layout. All bridge consoles can be easily configured to control any of a number of bridge functions, allowing the captain, in consultation with his engineers, to design his bridge to his personal or species preference. To reconfigure a panel, an understanding of the function of the 4 main nodules is critical. Or you could end up dead. Nodule 1, the delimiter, carries a signal charge. It is always live, unless deactivated by engineering. Careful, the charge is painful.
Miksi näillä on
It won't
komentosilalla
kill you,
tällaisia?
but it'll hurt. Nodule 2, the power nodule, is the source of power for all bridge stations. It is always live, unless deactivated by engineering. Careful, this one won't hurt. It'll just make you very dead. Nodule 3, assignable nodule. This is one of the several nodules used to define console functions. In this example, the nodule defines the console as a security console only. To control tactical in addition to security, the nodule must be removed. Careful, though. It's hot, live, energized. Not enough juice to kill you, but enough to make you wish you were dead. To turn off the feed, remove. Nodule 4, the conduit. First, then remove nodule 3. Replace nodule 4, et voila! Now, you're cooking with replicators.
Okay. Now I see. That did the trick.
Andropov to Sprint. I'm waiting for you down in the core room, Lieutenant. Now!
It's just his way. You'll get used to it.
Pretty unsafe bridge design.
The captain definitely does not like to be kept waiting.
Yeah, let's get down to engineering. What could happen?
You do know how to get to the core room, don't you, Sprint?
Vahva ehkä. Okay.
Please key in destination code.
Ei ole ikinä ollut täällä aluksella, niin...
Oh, thank you, my good man.
Sprint, we're waiting.
I believe you're wanted in the computer core control room. Oh, mercy.
Okay, maybe I need to use the scanner once again.
Why? Because I can.
It's good to be a king, apparently.
Please key in
Okay.
Turbolift. Intra-ship transport. The turbolift system runs throughout the entire ship, making all major areas accessible within seconds.
Okay.
Turbolift manual interface. Federation turbolifts are capable of processing verbal commands in over 13,000 languages. For those species unable to interact verbally, and during ship emergencies, a turbolift destination code can be manually relayed into the turbolift computer via the interface. For a list of turbolift destination codes, see the ship schematic. USS Righteous schematic. A general visual overview of the USS Righteous. Key areas such as bridge, crew quarters, engineering, computer core control are highlighted. More information is available on all areas, including turbolift designation codes.
15061.
You're not making very good use of your time.
Please key in destination code.
You really need to learn to make better use of this equipment.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting the difficulties of dealing with your limited humanoid mind. If it's not right in front of you, you don't notice it. I've given you a tool to see beyond the superficial veneer of reality to a deeper level of knowledge and understanding, and you ignore it. I should be hurt. But then again, I'm not the one who keeps getting killed.
Hey, buddy, I guess I beat you down here.
Mr. Sprint, I am a very tolerant captain, except when it comes to punctuality. I suggest you become more familiar with this ship's layout so you don't keep us waiting again. Do I make myself clear?
We were trying to route all of the ship's controls through the security systems as an extra precaution, but something kept rejecting all of our attempts to access the security programs. And that's when we found this.
It's obviously Borg. But how did it get on the ship? And what is its purpose?
It seems to be tied in directly to the security systems, locking us out.
Question is, how do we remove it? Sprint, you're the security officer. What do you think?
Väärä ratkaisu.
Oh, Sprint.
You're dead. 500 million gigawatts will do that to you.
Mr. Sprint is right. Until we know more about Borg technology, I don't think we should make any attempts to interfere with the implant directly.
Captain, we were within transporter range for only 6.7 seconds. I don't see how the Borg transported to the bridge and implanted the circuit unless...
Unless there were two of them. If there is another Borg on this ship, he's found a way to screen against our usual senses. I'll get targets to scan against anomalies. See what you can do to help.
Targets, enough. You've got the scans so sensitive, they're going to alert us if a particle of dust falls.
If that particle of dust falls off a Borg, then I want to know about it.
You're too cautious.
You're too lax.
Sprint,
tell
him. You know, if it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have had any fun at the academy.
If it weren't for me, you guys wouldn't have graduated from the academy.
What?
Oh, Lieutenant Furlong, Lieutenant Sprint, and Ensign Targus. Somehow that's not quite how I pictured it.
That's not your fault. Every time I see that thing, it reminds me of how much courage it must have taken for you just to be here. And of how much we both owe Sprint. Just don't let Sprint hear. His head's big enough already.
What exactly do you owe him? You'll spend the rest of your life a slave to technology.
I'm not a slave to it. In 6 months, a year at the most, I won't even need this.
In 3 hours, 4 at the most, we won't even be alive. Unless we're Borg.
Dr. Quint is testing the boundaries of the humanoid ability to maintain affection for him, which he thinks he's not worthy of. So what he does is he tries to make everyone dislike him.
Well, he's very good at that.
He's right about one thing. We could end up as Borg, and I know the last thing I want to have happen to me is to be assimilated into the collective.
We won't let it happen. To any of us, better dead than Borg. Agreed? Even Quint.
Not even Quint deserves to be Borgified, but the Borg definitely deserve Quint.
We got him. Somewhere in Jeffrey's Tube 6.
Sprint, Furlong. Take a couple of fully charged phasers, flush out the Borg, and neutralize them. Understood?
Yes, sir. Reading's not clear. He's been through here. Magnetic resonance traces.
Aika turvallinen tapa skannata ympäriinsä.
Okay, one of us has to go, but somebody should stay in case he went through and doubled back. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said one of us, I didn't say you. You know, you may be head of security, but I do outrank you. Yeah, it's only by 3 weeks, but I think that would stand up in case of a court-martial. I'll tell you what.
Niinpä tietysti.
I win. Watch your back.
Bad idea. You see, there is another Borg, and he's waiting in the corridor for whoever comes out first. Poor old Dad. I hope you don't feel guilty.
Se oli nopeasti.
Remember what you said. Better dead than Borg.
Kill me.
Good try, but you see, the Borg are clever in their own monolithic way. They adjust. 2 hits from any phaser, and they all know how to shield themselves against that frequency. You have to adjust along with them. You did say you wanted to kill Borg, didn't you? I like the irony of it. But aren't you forgetting someone or something?
Okei.
Rise and shine.
Niitä oli
Rise and shine.
useampia.
If it looks like a Borg, walks like a Borg, and sees like a Borg, then it must be a Borg. You're wondering what you're feeling? That's pain. No Borg is an island unto himself. Every Borg is part of the whole. Do you hear that? Filling your mind, telling you what to think, what to do. Welcome to the collective, cadet.
4 designate third of 4. Absorb, destroy, obey.
Time to go assimilating.
Oh, Sprint, what have they done? They've adapted to the frequency settings of our phasers.
I don't think so. You just called your fellow Borg up to the bridge and had him assassinate all your friends. Don't feel bad, though. If it ever goes to trial, you can always claim the collective made you do it. This time, try not to get caught. Oh, and by the way, the game is rigged.
Game is rigged. Okay. Ah. Yritti huijata.
Good idea. Retuning the phaser to a higher EN band frequency. You're right, they probably already adapted to the old ones. Nice shot. What did you think I was gonna do, cheat?
Joo.
Let's go see what this circuit can tell us.
Okei, se oli noin helppoa sitten loppujen lopuksi.
No, I'm just not getting anything useful from it. Maybe if we hooked it into the ship's computer and had it analyzed.
Joo,
I'd like to know more about it first.
Hyvä
Did you
idea.
interface your tricorder with it?
Maybe, but I don't think I'd get any more information. Sprint, what do you think?
Good guess, Ensign. Logical, intuitive. Decisive, but wrong. Try again.
What? My implant.
No.
I don't understand.
Sellainen McGuffin tässä on, että...
implant works along the same basic principles as the Borg circuit. She might be able to interface with it.
No. You can't possibly be suggesting that Ensign Targus be allowed to interface with the implant.
Nobody is suggesting anything of the kind.
In truth, Captain, interfacing with the implant would be somewhat like autoneural stimulation, an experience which Ensign Targus is quite familiar with.
Exactly the point, Captain. Ensign Targus' neural implant is designed to counteract the side effects of that kind of neural stimulation experience. This kind of neural input is...
Does anybody mind if I join in on this discussion? You're all talking about me as if I weren't here.
Ensign, the long-term effects of your recovery won't...
Counselor, the concept of long-term effects loses its meaning when the entire Federation is in danger of obliteration. I'm ready.
Niinpä tietysti.
I think it would be best if Ensign were immobilized during this.
Do it.
You could have waited till I sat down.
I could have, but I didn't.
No. I want Sprint to do it.
Whatever you have to go through, Targus, will be there for you.
Counselor, I've already been through hell and back. I don't think this could be any worse.
Oletko varma? Are you sure?
She's in agony. You've never had to deal with pain, have you, Sprint?
Shut up.
Assimilation! Technology! Channels! Subspace channels! The Borg implant taking over systems! Communication with collective! Jam systems!
The Borg implant is getting its orders from the Borg collective. How do we jam the signals, Targus?
Shields. Modulate mutations. 0.6525 of normal. Now!
Do it!
Modulating shield mutation.
The Borg cube is scanning us.
What's happening with those shields, Mr. Furlong?
Almost there, sir.
They're firing!
Mr. Furlong!
Got it.
They've stopped firing.
The shield settings must be in sync with the Borg scanners. They sense us as being part of the collective.
Alone! We are... Resistances! You will be assimilated!
The shield has cut off the Borg circuit from the Borg collective. We've got to disconnect her.
Kill me.
One more cc of neuroblock and she'll be a vegetable for life. Do you want to be responsible for turning Ensign Targus into a Bolian zucchini? Are you sure you want to do this? You saw what it did to Furlong. But then again, you are Bajani. I'll give you a chance to think about it. No. You're not dead. You're unconscious. In a Bajani pain trance. Interesting phenomena. I'm not sure what its evolutionary benefit was for the Bajani. Something like a Terran possum, perhaps. Oh, look. You're regaining consciousness.
Welcome back, Lieutenant.
I guess this means I owe you my life twice, huh, Sprint?
I've never seen anyone go into a Bajani pain trance before. Interesting. You were clearly unconscious, yet your body managed to finish the task at hand. I suppose it's part of the survival mechanism. Quick thinking. Next time, though, warn me.
While you were out, we did a diagnostic on the computer systems. The Borg implant is continuing to rewrite code.
I'm sending an away team over to the Borg cube to see if they can find anything that'll help us disable the...
Targus and I are going, but we could use a third. I don't know if we'll get out of there alive.
I won't order you to go, Lieutenant.
Oh, we few, we happy few, we band of Borg. They're turning this into some heroic escapade, trying to make it impossible to turn down. I'll go.
We don't need you, Quint. We need someone we can trust.
Just like old times, huh, buddy? 3 against the world. Coming? Okay. Here's your phaser. Each of ours has been retuned to a different frequency.
Here, take this.
I don't think we need an emergency med kit. If things get that bad, we're probably dead.
There are many ways to die. Some of them are more painful than others. There's an emergency hypospray programmable for neuro painkillers just in case. You do know how to use it, don't you?
We're coming alongside the Borg cube.
Good luck. Energize.
standard interface. Odd.
Why?
Well, most of the Borg we've seen have direct interface abilities. Why would they need something like this?
Hey, remember, they've already totally assimilated one Starfleet officer. Maybe this is his influence.
Or maybe it's a trick.
Somehow, I don't think the Borg understand the concept of trick. Okay, security. You think you can bypass the Borg lockouts and get us the information we need?
Okei, elikäs. Oh no.
They've adapted.
That's the trouble with Borg. You kill one, there's always another one to take its place. You're never gonna figure out how to interface until you learn how to think like a Borg. Kill them before they kill you. Strike first.
Hold on, buddy. I need you conscious. Don't go into one of your pain trances yet.
What is that?
Something to counteract the Bajani adrenaline.
It's working.
Sprint, I'm sorry about that. But you're gonna have to deal with the pain just like the rest of us humanoids.
Oh no.
Come on. We have to get out of this corridor before more of them come.
But it's got sprint!
Later. That's an order.
Taas.
Designate Beta, Alpha 73. Assimilate knowledge. Interface. Assimilate. Designate Beta, Alpha 73, alert. 2 life forms. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Alert. Alert.
To beam out directly to computer core control room.
You'll be back.
No, Righteous.
The Borg implant's been overriding our systems since you left, but we still don't know what it's doing.
It's rewriting all of our systems to make them compatible with Borg systems.
I thought our shield setting cut its subspace channel off from the collective.
It did, but it's following a pre-programmed set of instructions. We have to give it an abort order, but first we've got to convince it that we're Borg.
How do we do that?
We use this circuit as a buffer in the interface. It has an individual Borg designation. I remember from my experience with it, everything is filtered through that designation.
Baraka to Captain Andropov.
What is it, Counselor?
Captain, the Borg cube has just started a series of random scans.
They're looking for us. I don't know how long we have before they find out that we're not actually part of their cube.
The interface looks pretty simple.
Sprint. Attach the circuit to the Borg implant.
No. Let me.
Maybe I should do it. Targus, you all right?
I'm fine.
Tää oli se oikein.
Targus?
I'm sorry.
No. No!
Stay back. I'm warning you.
Targus, stop.
Don't you understand? It's not my fault. I had to. Baraka was right. It was too soon.
You're right. It's not your fault, but you don't have to. We can help.
You should have known. You were there with me. You should have known.
Oops.
Captain, the shields are dropping. What's going on down there?
Help, take evasive action.
It's taken control of Helm.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You were right. We should have known.
Oops. Taas meni tosi hyvin.
That must be it. Contact terminated with a simulation implant. That must be a Borg time sequence.
No, I think it's a code for accessing the implant. If we can find a way to interface safely with the implant, we can feed it this sequence and then order it to shut down.
If it's anything like this terminal, it's going to look for a Borg signature. Damn, if we still had that dead Borg circuit, we could use that to convince the implant we were Borg.
That's not a bad idea.
But the circuit was fried.
So we'll get another one. There's no shortage of Borg around here. Get that circuit. No, Sprint's right. We need a living Borg. There's got to be something we can use on the Borg that'll stun them without killing them.
Okay.
Do you think you're fast enough? Do you really think that's going to work on me? You didn't check the tricorder. I have no biological components. You should have waited for one of the others.
Hold on, buddy. We need you conscious. Don't go to any of your pain transitions.
Get out of here!
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You are in a Bajani pain trance. Your friend Furlong wasn't able to stop it. The Borg don't seem to notice, though. They're assimilating you at this very moment. At least this time you won't feel it. Oh, it looks like you're waking up. Interesting. Borg, yet not Borg. Do you feel it? It's different this time, isn't it?
Designate Beta, Alpha 73, alert, destroy. Designate Beta, Alpha 73, dispatch, destroy.
Frank! It's still you! Look out!
Yay! Now that was the right action. Proving to yourself that you didn't have to listen to that nasty old Borg collective. True, you are dead, but now you know something you didn't know before, right? Well then, it was worth the trouble.
Sprint, what have you done?
He sent himself into a Bajani pain trance.
Taas mennään.
Oh, smart move. Sending yourself into a Bajani trance before you get Borgified. I only hope you're in time to stop them before they Borgify your friends.
Wait! Wait, I think it's him. It's still Sprint.
All right, we'd better get out of here before it's crawling with Borg.
Away team to righteous. 3 to beam directly to computer core. Now.
Wait,
Captain, no, it's all right.
The Borg implant's programming is shutting down, Captain. We have complete control again, sir.
Captain, I have a message from Admiral Hansen. We are engaging the Borg. The Righteous is ordered to remain outside the battle until all first and second line defenses are exhausted. At your discretion. That was all, sir.
And so it begins.
You mean there's nothing we can do?
Not until we're called into action by either the Admiral or the Borg. They also serve who sit and wait, Lieutenant. Let's get our battle ready.
Ugh, I just hate sitting here doing nothing.
Worried that the battle will be won without you, Targus?
Worried that the battle will be lost without us.
You overestimate your importance to the situation, Ensign. The battle is already lost.
Keep your cynicism to yourself, Quint.
I'm just telling the truth.
I'm afraid he may be right. Things aren't going very well.
Oh, not you too, Lieutenant.
It's important to have a positive outlook, even in the bleakest of situations.
It doesn't get much bleaker than this.
What?
Nothing. I was just thinking about Kalen.
Kalen?
My son.
What were you thinking?
I think by now all my friends are tired of hearing me brag about Kalen. I'm sure they don't want to hear anymore.
Did you hear that, Sprint? You don't want to hear Furlong talking about his whiny brat now, do you? I don't know what you're staring at, but I don't like it. Just be careful where you point.
Voidaan jatkaa.
Go ahead.
I guess I was just wondering what was going to happen to him. He's only 8. No, wait. He's 9. Growing up without his dad, that's gonna be rough.
He'll be all right.
How do you know?
I know, and so do you.
I suppose I do. His mother's a strong woman. She'll see to that. It's just...
Yes.
I won't get to see him grow up. I'll never get to know him as a man. I mean, what'll he be? A poet? A painter? An historian?
A Starfleet officer.
Kyllä.
There's so much we're both gonna miss.
And so much you would be able to tell him. Isn't that right, Cadet?
Why do you keep doing that? What are you trying to prove?
He's trying to prove that people actually like him.
Oh, spare me the psychology, counselor. You don't have the tools to analyze me.
Your problem is very straightforward, Doctor. You desperately want to be liked.
If I wanted to be liked, all I'd have to do is snap my fingers, and I'd be liked. I'm an omnipotent being masquerading as Dr. Quint. Whatever I want to happen, happens.
Interesting fantasy. All right, let's play that through. Then why don't you?
Why don't I what?
Make everyone like you.
Because I don't want to.
No, because you want them to like you of their own free will. And phenomenologically speaking, you can't force them to do something of their own free will.
Sophistry, Baraka.
Truth, Quint. Let me give you some free advice. If you want to be liked, try making yourself likable.
Subspace message, sir. No audio.
Read it, Ensign.
Orders from Admiral Hansen deploying third wave. Attack when ready.
Battle stations. Take us in, Targus. Maximum power to the shields. Spring fire phases. Keep the frequency changing and get those torpedoes online. Time!
07:58, sir.
Keep those phases firing. And where are my photon torpedoes?
Armed and ready, sir.
Let's see if we can shake them up a little, Ensign.
Yes, sir. Initiating Delta attack.
I'm reading a small weakness in the shields.
Shields are holding 5, but power is down 10%. Weapons having no effect.
Damn! They've adjusted their shields already.
Here we are again, back at the beginning. But this time, you are security, instead of that little mouse of an ensign.
The Tolstoy just took a major hit.
Are you going to be able to save him or not?
I think she's pulling away. The Kyushu's coming on strong. Saratoga and Melbourne have lost power.
Tolstoy, Kyushu, Saratoga, Melbourne, all ships that were lost at Wolf 359. Will they be adding Righteous to the list?
Captain! Intruder alert.
Security, isolate the ops console.
At 0800 hours, during the Battle of Wolf 359, the USS Righteous was hit by a Borg weapons discharge and vaporized. It's in your hands.
Security!
Shield mutation is modulating. The Borg cube is pulling away, sir. It's ignoring us completely as if we weren't here.
It thinks we've been vaporized. For a minute there, I thought we would be.
Where is it headed, Ensign?
Direct course for Sector 001, sir.
I wonder what chance the Starfleet forces have of stopping the Borg at Earth.
Actually, they will succeed. The Enterprise, utilizing the emergency transporters on the shuttlecraft, will recapture their Borgified Picard and stop the Borg incursion just in the nick of time.
And how do you know that, Quint?
I told you already. I'm an omnipotent being.
Who are you? And what happened to Dr. Quint and Lieutenant Sprint? And what have you done to my crew?
I'm afraid the lieutenant died about 4 hours ago. Not my doing. He was supposed to die. Just as all of you, I'm afraid, are supposed to be vaporized here at Wolf 359. That's how it's written in the history books.
History? Are you telling us you're from the future?
He is. I am, well, as I said, I exist outside the confines of the space-time continuum. That is, if I want to. My little friend here wanted a chance to come back and save this ship from destruction. And to my great surprise, he succeeded.
So you were just pretending to be Sprint. Why? Who are...
Nyt se tajuaa.
Please. I'm trying to figure this out. As I said, I didn't expect Cadet Kalen to succeed here, and now that he has, I'm in kind of a bind.
I don't, Of course. According to history, we disappeared from Wolf 359 at exactly 0800 hours. If we stay here alive, it corrupts the timeline. Our future, but Kalen's past. What are you going to do?
Well, the easy thing would be to just obliterate you all, but then that wouldn't be fair now, would it? On the other hand, I do want to protect the timeline.
Are we dead?
I don't think so.
Where are we, Lieutenant?
We are still at Wolf 359, sir. The real question is, when are we? According to the navigational charts, correcting for time, we have jumped ahead more than 10 years.
It's clever. I don't understand. We disappeared from Wolf 359 exactly when history says we did. Timeline is unaffected and we're still alive. Thanks to you, Cadet. If you hadn't come back to get us, we'd be dust.
Captain, what about Quint?
Oops, I almost forgot.
Where am I? What's going on? Wait. I don't think I want to know.
Captain, I'm picking up the vessel 34 Mark 216, heading on a course for Earth. It's the Borg.
What are your orders, sir?
We're a Starfleet ship in Federation space. We may be 10 years behind the times, but I bet we know a thing or two more about the Borg than anyone else in this time. Lay in a pursuit course.
I think I'm going to enjoy getting to know you, Cadet Furlong.
Course laid in, sir.
Engage.
Aika hyvin kyllä tekoälyllä niinku upscalattu tää filmi ja tosiaan niinku hyvin tehty remasterointi. Hirveen lyhyt pelihän tää loppujen lopuksi on, mutta ne oli siihen aikaan oli lyhyitä FMV-pelejä, kun CD-levyt oli tullut. Ja tässä oli sentään, että tässä tuli tosi vähän pelattavaa, mutta muutama putsle ja interaktiivinen elokuva periaatteessa. Mä olisin voinut enemmänkin skannata täällä näin. Mut hieno peli oli kyllä, että tää TNG:n jakso käytännössä. No, mutta kuitenkin. Anyway, great game. A bit of short, but hey. I wanted to show this. You can all play it at the online page. Just Google Star Trek Borg Remastered, and you can play this on the browser.